Hello. Okay. Today we'll be continuing the same JavaScript concepts all alone. Have you gone through the concepts which we have discussed yesterday? Okay, let me share my screen. Is my screen is visible? Hello. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about some of the concepts in JavaScript such as conditional statements and then functions. Then we are going to discuss about some of the events in JavaScript. Okay. In JavaScript also we'll be having conditional statements like if else and then some of the conditional statements in JavaScript as well. We have conditional statements and then we have functions and then we have loops and all in JavaScript as well. The same like which we will be using in Python in the same format we will be having the conditional statements, the looping statements and then functions and all in JavaScript as well. Now we are going to discuss about one by one. Then we will be going with some of the concept like events in JavaScript. Okay, first of all, let us discuss about conditional statements. As everybody know, the conditional statements are nothing but it will execute based on the conditions. Like if the condition is true, then it will return the output, else it will go into else conditions like format. So let us discuss about if conditions, how to write if logic in JavaScript. First of all, I will be declaring a variable let age equals to 18. This is a simple thing. Then if I'm writing logic like if age greater than or equals to 18, we'll be having braces console.log of you can vote. We have to close the statement. Then we have else condition. We can write same format which will be used in Python, the same format. Else console dot log of you cannot vote. This is a simple if else condition in JavaScript. I have to declare a variable and then we will be checking with the conditions. When I click enter, I have given space, you can able to get the output like you can vote because the age is 18. The condition says like the age should be greater than or equals to 18, then it will go into this particular if condition. If the condition is false, then it will automatically go into else condition. Let us check. If I give age as 17, then it will go into else condition. You cannot vote. Okay, we can get out input from the pop-up as well. Just we have to give prompt function. In the prompt function I will be giving a message like enter age. When I click enter, you will get an pop-up saying like enter age. I'll be giving age as 12, then click enter. You will be getting output as you cannot vote. Okay, this is clear. Instead of console, I'll be using let us make pop-up as well. I'll be using alert function and saying you can vote here as well. When I run this particular program, I'll be getting a prompt asking the age. If I give 30, then it will show a alert message like you can vote. Is this clear? Hello, is this clear? The remaining conditions are also same as in other languages, and then we'll be discussing about function. Can anyone describe the word function? Any reply from your side? Can anyone? What is a function? I think everybody are typing. What is a function? Okay, function is nothing but reusable block of code. In the function, we'll be making some code, which the code can be reusable again and again. Instead of writing the same code again and again, we'll be using the same, we'll be writing the code as a function. Then we'll be calling it like a function. Instead of writing the same code again and again, we'll be using the same code which we have written once. Okay, it is called as function. Now we'll be having a simple example how to write a function in JavaScript. Function, how to use this particular keyword. Then I'll be making, yes, one person replied. Function, I'll be making say hello as the function name. This is a function. In this particular function, I'll be sending some operation like console dot log. Instead of console, I'll be using alert of hello as the output, as the alert message. Now when I run this particular code, we cannot get any output because I have not yet called this particular function. Just I have written this particular function, not at all call this particular function. How to call this particular function in the sense, just the function name. Say hello is the function. Just say hello, then function. When you call this particular function, then you will be getting the output. Okay, this is a particular function. We'll be writing this particular code in a single function format. Then we can call this in this format. We can call the function. Let us make it more impressive format. Then over here, I'll be making, okay, this is a function. In the function, we can send parameters as well. Parameters are nothing but what are all the values you send in this particular function. These are known as parameters. Let us have a simple example like in this particular function, I'll be sending parameter like name. Okay, name. Now I'll be making hello. In the message, I'll be showing hello plus then the parameter name. In the particular function, I'll be sending my name as the parameter value. Just name, then parameter value over here. When I click enter, in the output, I will be getting hello Akram as the output. In the function, I have sent name as Akram. So, this particular Akram will take into this particular name, then the name will be replaced over here, then we will be getting this particular output. Is this clear? We can send n number of parameters in a function. Here name, then space, comma, then age. Over here, I will be writing plus age. When I click, just we have two parameters. Here we have to send two parameters. This particular output will be getting this particular format. Here we need gap. In this particular format, we will be getting output. Is this clear? Just we can send n number of parameters. We can utilize those parameters. Does anybody have any doubts regarding this particular function? Now let us go into code. This is the code which we have making previously. Over here, I'll be creating a new file which is JavaScript day1.html as the file name. Okay, in this particular HTML code, I'll be writing the HTML code. Over here, I'll be writing my HTML code. Now we will be discussing about how to include JavaScript in HTML. HTML, in this particular HTML file, we can include script in two formats. We can include JavaScript in two formats, as we discussed, like CSS can be included in three formats like inline, internal, and then external. In the same format, a JavaScript can be included in a HTML file in two formats, which is external and then internal. We can use like this particular format by using script tag, or we can use script src. In these two particular formats, we can use the particular script. We can write the entire script in this particular HTML page itself, or we can write all the JavaScript in a separate file like index.js. JavaScript file should be end with .js. We have created index.js. I'll be calling this particular index over here. Just index.js file over here. We can write in this particular two formats. Is this clear? We can include script in two particular formats. We can use this particular script tag, or we can use script src to include a separate file. Now we'll be making JavaScript and HTML code combined. Okay, now we will be making a simple button. When the user clicks on the particular button, the JavaScript should say a hi message. Okay, we'll be making a simple code like when the user clicks on a simple button, then the JavaScript will say a simple hello in alert format. For that, we'll be making a simple button. For this particular button, I'll be making click me as a text. This is a button. For this particular button, I'll be using some of the events. In JavaScript, we have some of the events like on click, on hover, on double click, and then we have so many functions. Events, these are all events. Let me have this code first, then you will easily understand. I'll be using first on click event. On click equals to say hello as a function. This is a function. We have to write the script for this particular code. As we have discussed a function, how to write a function in the sense we have to use the function keyword. Then say hello is the function name. Then we have to write the entire code logic in this particular function. The function will be alert of hello good evening is the message in the alert format. When the user clicks on this particular button, it will automatically trigger the say hello function. This is a simple empty function. When the user clicks on this particular button, it will automatically call the script and then trigger this particular function. Let us check. This is the code. When I click on this particular button, you will be getting this pop-up message. Okay, when I click, I will be getting this particular message. This is clear about this click function. On click. When I click, it will work. So the event name is on click. This is clear. Just look at the code. Okay, this is click function. And then we have double click function as well. Double click in the sense, just instead of on click, we have to use on DBL. DBL indicates double. The user has to double click the button, then only you will be getting the output. I have pressed one time, but no output. Single time will not show the output. When I double click, I will be getting this particular message. Okay, when I double click, I will be getting this particular message. In the same format, we have on mouse over. On mouse over. On mouse over is a function like when I hover my mouse cursor on this particular button, I will be getting the alert. When I hover on the particular button, it will automatically trigger the output. I have not at all clicked the particular button, just I have hovered my mouse on the button. It will automatically triggers the alert. Okay, this is on mouse over. This is a separate event. And then we have another function on mouse out. When you leave the mouse from the file, you will be getting the just I am outside. When I hover on the button, I didn't get any output. When I get back from the button, I'll be getting the alert. This is on mouse out function event. Okay, anybody have any doubts? This is functions. Now these are all mouse functions. Now we'll be having some keyboard functions. I'll be creating a separate function. The function will be function. The function name will be keyboard. I will be making the function name as keyboard functionality. So then I'll be making console.log of key press. Okay, now I'll be creating an input field. Type equals to text, and then in the mouse also we're having two types of events, on key down and then we have another on key up. We have two types of events, on key down and key up. Let us have example, then you will easily understand. We have two input fields. This one is, let me name this particular thing key down. This is key down, and then this is key up. These are two input fields. Let me show you. When I press anything, you will be getting the output over here in the console. You can able to see. Just I have press and enter. No enter. Just I have pressed the H letter. I instantly getting the output because the button getting down. When I press the button goes down. Then you will be getting the output. In this particular key down, you can able to notice when I type no output. When I take my uh, hand from the button, I'll be getting the output. Okay, this is key down, key up. When the key goes comes up, then you will be getting the output. Just over here, just okay. This is keyboard events. Just look at the code. Is there any doubts regarding this particular program? Now we'll be making a simple paragraph. We are making a concept like uh, over here you can able to see text. When I make my mouse on the particular text, I'll be changing the entire background color. When I take out my mouse from the text, I'll be making its original color. Okay, just when I hover my mouse on the particular text, I will be making the entire background as some another color. When I take my mouse out from the text, I'll be making the same color. Okay, I'll be writing that particular code. Just I will be making a paragraph tag. In the for the paragraph tag, I'll be making a text like hover on me. Just this is a text. For this particular paragraph, I'll be using a ID. ID equals to this is a I'll be making it as a box. Let us check how I get the output. This is a particular hover on me as a text. Now I'll be making styles to the box. I'll be writing a style tag. In the style tag, this is over here I have used ID, so I have to use a hash, then box. For the box I'll be writing some style, padding as 20 px for the box, and then background color for the box as light gray color. I'll be using some light gray color. Let us check how it looks. You can able to see this is a particular box. This is a simple box. Over me is a simple box. Now for the box I'll be making a simple on hover functionality. On mouse over. On mouse over equals to I have to write a simple function which is bg hover as a function name. Now for the function I'll be writing a function. My function name is bg hover. Then for this particular function I'll be writing a simple function like document dot get element by id. This for the box I have mentioned the id like box, so I will be using box over here. Id. Now when I hover on the particular box I have to change the style of the box, so dot style dot background. We are changing the background color equals to, when I hover I'll be making the background color as yellow. Okay, this is the function. The function will be simple. The function is simple. Here we are having a bg hover function. When I hover on this particular button, this function will trigger. The function will be adding a style background color as yellow to the box. Let us check. When I Here C caps. Missed background C caps. Then you can able to see when I hover on the particular box, the color changes to yellow. When I hover my mouse, the color changes to yellow. Now the color remains as it is when I take my mouse out as well. So for that particular thing, I'll be writing another function. The function will be function bg out. My function is bg out. Then for the function, just I will be making document same document dot get element by id style background color as light gray. Previously I have given the color as light gray, so I'll be using the same color. Now we have to use the function to the button, the same thing on mouse out. On mouse out equals to the function bg out. Okay, when I refresh, when I take my mouse on the particular box, I'll be getting the box to be yellow color. When I take my mouse out from the box, it will automatically go into gray color. Is this clear? The simple code, when I hover my mouse on the particular box, the box color changes to yellow. When I take my mouse out from the box, it will automatically changes to previous color. Does anybody have any doubts regarding this particular button form? There is nothing simple function. This function will be making the background color as yellow. This function will be making the background color as again light gray. When I hover, it will automatically make changes. When I hover on this particular button, it will automatically call the bg hover function. When I take my mouse out from the particular paragraph, it will automatically call the bg out function. Okay. Now we are using in tomorrow's session we are going to use these particular functions. You have to remember how to use these particular functions. We are making some project by tomorrow with the help of these particular functions. Please try to go through once about these particular functions. Okay, kindly reply. Does anybody have any doubts? Okay, just have a revise on functions. By tomorrow we will be making a simple project with the help of functions. Okay, today we will wind up the session, then we will be continuing by tomorrow.